Okay.
Yum.
Do you know what's happening today?
No.
It's more of 24 days of Christmas
No.
saving.
No.
Every single day.
No.
Right up until Christmas. Big deal. Big deal.
It is a big deal.
25% off. Free shipping and handling.
Yeah.
The whole deal.
Okay.
Now, plus the fact.
Yeah. Are you
Well,
making,
you know
is
what?
this
I'm
your
gonna
intro? You're kind of talking. You're not introing.
Pardon me?
You haven't done your intro.
I have not done my intro.
No. Go into full out Al Hamill.
Okay, I was just testing to see if you caught it or not.
I did. It's like I'm missing your energy.
Okay. So here we go. It's 24 days to Christmas, but we're not there yet. But we're building up to it. And we're building up to introducing the star of the show. And here she is, Suzanne Somers.
Yay! Hello, everybody. I decided to dress up like a banana today. And we just made a banana chocolate smoothie, which is pretty good because I know that we're out of coconut milk. So I'm wondering, like, how did he put that together? But it's sort of thick like the one I made you this morning.
I'd like to have a little sip later.
I'll give you some. Every once in a while, you run out of almond milk and you run out of coconut milk and you go, like that. So Alan and I were shopping Saturday. And we bought a rock. Nah, not this rock.
When you said we were shopping Saturday, I thought we were. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's the first time we went shopping and you went in and came out and said, done. And I went, wow. I didn't have to say, please, please. It's a big rock that's going to go.
3,000, the guy said it's about a ton and a half.
Yeah, ton and a half.
So that's a
we bought a big rock.
3,000 pound rock.
Yeah.
That has a hole going down through the center of it.
Know why?
Why?
It's going to be a fountain in our new house.
That's right.
In our new house, there's an indoor pool. Doesn't everybody have an indoor pool in their house?
Of course.
And we're going to put the rock in the pool so that we hear that sound all the time that makes you think you have to pee all the time.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. Hello, Caroline.
Well, hello, banana girl.
Banana girl. Yeah. Chiquita banana, and I'm here to say. Let's see what this guy behind me is. Yeah.
It's not dusk yet.
No.
But the sun just went down about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So it's actually, our days seem to be getting shorter. Okay.
And darker earlier, like normally. The reason we moved the show to 4 o'clock California time rather than 5 o'clock was that it was so dark at 5 o'clock that back there my background was black.
Okay,
and, yeah. Okay.
Here you
top
are.
of the morning.
Top of the morning to you.
Yeah, my sweetheart.
Okay.
Top of the morning to you,
happy
Caroline.
Happy 24 days to Christmas.
I happen to have an iced tea underwater here, so I made it clean. So.
Okay. Well, it does. It sounds very tequila-y.
It was like a little Foley set over here.
Today we're going to talk about immune support because I was out last night with a friend who, as it came up in the evening, she has gut problems. Everybody's got gut problems. You'd never expect this person. You know who it is, but I'm not going to say who it is. You'd never expect that this person would have gut problems, but she had gut problems and they were over at our house having a cocktail. And I said, would you like some of our Gut Renew? She goes, yeah. And what I forgot to give her was the immune support. And what is so important about the immune support right now? It's now, I put in the 2 scoops of Gut Renew for both of us when I'm making our smoothie in the morning. But I'm also putting a little spoon of the immune support for each of us in the Gut Renew. The immune support is so important because, here I go, but you know, the GI tract is the length of a tennis court. Come to see one of my lectures one time because I actually walk. I take you inside the GI tract and I walk it. But I think it's such a great visual because you think, wow, it's that big, it's that long. Yeah, it's all wrapped around, and no wonder things have a hard time getting out. It's all like a big rope knot inside there. And as you get older,
as I think about that,
yeah,
that's the reason I'm the only, or maybe one of the only people in my entire family of cousins,
yeah,
who's not a doctor. I can't I can't handle the idea of being inside someone's body and operating and looking at all that stuff. I couldn't.
See, I
do
could.
that.
I actually
I know.
should have been a doctor. I am fascinated by how the body works and inside the body, and blood doesn't, like, I would have been a great doctor. But of my generation, women weren't doctors. You could be a nurse. Well, I don't want to be a nurse because that's like cleaning up vomit. That's the one thing I don't want to do. I couldn't even do it for my son, Bruce. I'd go, oh, God.
Well, the only time I've ever cared about bodies working was when I was going through my dating period.
And there's Alan. Okay, so.
Yeah, going back to you walk people down the tennis court.
Correct. Thank you.
I'm just going to say this up front in a very loving and kind way. We had a few comments in the last show that people were really wishing that you could finish a story. They love the Alan stories in addition, but they were just asking if you guys could trade.
Just don't get in my face, Alan.
Okay, well that's fine. I'm going to go and relax a little bit.
Now his feelings are hurt. He's leaving the set.
No.
Come back.
No,
Oh God, he's pouting and leaving. Come back, please.
I'm here.
Please come back. We didn't mean to hurt your
They
feelings.
just asked if you would finish one story before.
Yeah, we didn't mean to hurt your feelings, and she said you just want to finish the story.
Okay.
So come back, please. Oh, now he's blowing the chauffeur. Yeah, and you better take some lessons. You are a failure as a chauffeur blower. How do you spell chauffeur?
It sounds like the driver. I thought you said he's blowing the chauffeur.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know
That's
we were
her.
going there tonight.
Oh, I want to finish this story and then remind me to tell you about the woman I ran into when we were buying the rock. So, we're in the GI tract, right? It's the length of a tennis court, right? And around that, let's call it a rope, but it's not. But the barrier wall is mucus. Ew, no. That mucus is your friend. That's your immune system. And as long as you keep that mucus wrapped around your whole entire barrier wall, the length of a tennis court, you got killer immune system. It's the best. But do you? Does anybody? No. Because you're eating food that's, I always say it, who thought it was a good idea to spray poison on our food? I'll never understand that. Oh, here's all this fresh food. Let's spray poison pesticides on it. That's good. That'll be good for the human body. And the liver, which is over here, as you know, is going, no, I'm groaning already from trying to get rid of all the toxins you already exposed me to. Our bodies are at war with the environment right now. And so anything that can support your immune system is really great. And if you could do it this is zinc and vitamin C. And what has everyone told you during this time of trauma with the pandemic? Load up on vitamin C, load up on zinc. We also sell vitamin K. I suggest vitamin K1 and 2. But anyway, this is an easy, whenever I can do it in a powder and put it in liquid and I don't have to take another supplement, I'm happy, aren't you? So this will help support your immune system. The Gut Renew, with all the ingredients, which I'll go through in a little while, I like to call it internal spackle. In the little bit of home repair that I personally did myself, and I used to do all my own home repairs, I loved spackling. I loved it, filling in the hole with the thing and then sanding it down and smoothing it out and then putting the paint over it so it's all nice and smooth, no leaks. What I'm trying to do for you is not have leaky gut, because the chemicals come in through the skincare, right? But you're already on top of that because you use ours. It comes in through the food we eat, because if you're not eating organic, you're usually getting GMO, or you're getting food that's been sprayed with poison. Let's just not call it pesticides, poison. I said to Dr. Russell Blaylock one day, one of the most brilliant doctors I've ever interviewed for several of my books, and he said, how long do you think anybody can survive taking any modicum of rat poison every day? He said, people don't realize it by the poor quality oils they're eating, by the non-organic food they're eating, by the pesticides they're eating, by the genetically modified foods that they're eating, how much poison they're putting in their body. Now your poor little liver is going, I'm trying. So what I try to do here, I really feel passionate about this, is a simple way with the gut renew, with the immune support, all goes in one drink. Here, Alan, you want to come over and have a drink?
I'll be there in a while, yeah. I'm just,
he's pouting. He's unbelievably, he's pouting.
A couple of things while Alan
Is pouting.
Yeah, just keep talking. I like it.
An 85-year-old pouter.
Yeah, just keep talking.
You guys, we have two different promos going on right now. We have the 24 days of savings, and the first product that is on day 6 today of 24 days of savings is the immune support that Suzanne was talking about.
Yeah, it's good. You like?
It's normally $69.99, and it's on sale today only for $49.99. It's 36% off. So we're doing one deep discount a day on our way up to Christmas for the 24 days of savings. You don't need a promo code for that. It's right on the homepage at SuzanneSomers.com. And then in addition, all month long, we have the Santa 25 promo, which is 25% off plus free shipping and handling if you're in the contiguous United States. And if you order by December 15th, we're guaranteeing Christmas delivery. So today Suzanne's going to tell you about some of the Gut Renew products. The only thing that 25% promo code doesn't work on is things that are marked down more than 25%. So you use one promo code for anything on the site. Santa 25.
You remember that, Alan, even though you're pouting? Santa 25? Oh, he's in his money.
Pardon me?
He carries a wad of money.
And you know what, Suzanne, I have to just say one more thing.
Yes.
I know how much you love and appreciate nurses, and the comment that they clean up vomit was, if you want to talk about all the other things that nurses do, because some people are like, we do so much more than that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
How much you love and revere nurses.
Oh my God. And in going through my trauma this year, with those nurses were so kind, so attentive, so wonderful. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it to sound like that. And I also want to say one other thing. There was a lot of blowback on Josh Flagg and the $1 million house sale. Can I tell you something? He didn't sell the house. We found the buyer. Do you know what? We gave him his commission anyway. And everyone's going, how dare you, cut Josh out of the money he deserved. We didn't. It was just we wanted to tell him, you didn't sell it. We sold it. But we're such good guys, we're giving you the money anyway. All right, I've cleared that up. Please don't say bad things to me about Josh Flagg. He's a great guy. He's funny. He's got his quirky kind of thing going, and he's doing great. And that so many people love seeing our house on that show, and I'm glad you liked it. But I just wanted to clear that up because I saw these comments.
The one thing that you forgot to say.
Tell me what that. You're not pouting anymore.
No, I'm not. Well, when you started talking about this, I thought I should, be there and maybe clear it up.
Okay, he's not pouting,
okay.
Caroline.
Okay, here's the thing.
Welcome back, Al.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, here's the thing. Okay. Okay.
Go ahead, Al. Tell
Okay.
us.
Yeah. Would you two allow me to talk for a change? I've been sitting on for the last few minutes.
Pouting.
Pouting. Okay. Okay.
I know, pouting.
Okay. Here's the deal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
When this house was not listed,
Yes.
okay, some time ago,
Yes.
we had those buyers.
I'll drink tequila while you do this.
Okay. We had those buyers who wanted to buy. What the hell are you laughing at? There. What's the? I haven't even said anything.
No, I'm listening to you.
What?
I'm listening to you. I really am. I said I'll drink tequila while you.
Don't laugh while
carry
you're
on.
drinking tequila because you'll splash all over me.
Yeah, but
okay?
I'm a banana today, so who cares?
Okay. I had a banana today. Okay. Where was I? Anyway.
The house.
Yeah, when
and
this,
Josh.
Right.
And when the house was sold.
Hold it, just a moment. When this house was not, you did the top line version, but you forgot the foundation, okay? The foundation is this, that when a house is not listed, we're allowed to sell it ourselves and not pay commission.
Yes, and it wasn't listed.
Okay. These people came to us some time ago with a written offer to buy the house. I won't tell you what it was, but it was a really interesting offer, but it wasn't quite enough.
As they say, cockamamie.
Well,
cockamamie
no, it was a very
offer.
interesting offer.
Yeah, but it was
very creative.
A bona fide.
Very creative, okay? And
Big money offer.
And I talked to the buyers, and I said, thank you very much. And they said, okay, but we're coming back one of these days when we have the money. Great. So they did. They came back, and they had the money, and we made the deal, and we closed escrow, and we sent Josh a big fat check.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other realtor that had been working on it, we sent a check
the other
too.
realtor, the co-realtor, his name is Scott Lyle.
Great. You want to come to Palm Springs and find a house?
Right. He's
Scott
a 45-year friend of both of us. He's an incredible human being personally, and he's a great agent because there's no BS.
Yeah.
He just lays it all out there.
We haven't seen that.
So can I ask a question? Did Josh Flack ever show anyone your house?
No.
Not
Never
once.
showed anyone.
Not one person.
No, never
And you
happened.
still paid him half of his commission.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of
A lot
money.
of people here, listen, you guys, when you're doing a reality show, they need to create drama, they need to create tune,
Yeah.
they need to create
Yeah.
PR, and he's really good at it.
Yeah.
Listen, he's very popular, and a lot of people really like him, and he's good at what he does. He didn't have the chance to sell Suzanne and Alan's house. They got a full price offer, so.
I feel we haven't seen that show, so I have a feeling that it was conveyed a little incorrectly. But I just wanted to correct.
It creates a cliffhanger, Suzanne. So what he did was like, wait, I'm not getting a commission. And
Is that what he did?
The show.
Is that what he did?
Then in the next episode, I think I haven't seen the next episode, but I think he explained that you guys worked out an arrangement, and he got actually a very nice commission check, considering he had just taken on the property, hadn't shown it to anyone.
Right.
Really. He had done some prep work, but he hadn't really even begun the
And
process.
from my perspective, 3 days of a full crew in every inch and cranny of the house, it was like exhausting for me. I never do that. I never open up our house to people. Here, taste this, Al. Here's the banana chocolate smoothie. Put on your cute sunglasses. Yeah, come on over.
Okay.
Pouting.
Yeah. Okay. So, Alan, this is how temperamental our audience can be. Some people got so mad at me for reprimanding you. They told me I have a big nose and I need to lose weight.
Wow.
Man.
A big nose?
Those people that I was trying to help just by saying, hey, take turns telling stories. A lot of people said thank you. Other people said rude. So,
Hey,
I
okay,
think we have thick skin in this business.
big nose fatty.
Yeah, that's me.
Come here, Al. Come over
Okay.
and have a taste of the peanut butter banana smoothie.
Okay.
And while you're tasting it,
Yes,
look how
okay,
cute.
here I am.
Look how cute you are.
Okay. I'm not pouting anymore.
No,
Okay.
thank goodness.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't want to
All
pout
right.
in the first place, but
Four
I was preempted,
organic plant-based
okay? And rather than
proteins,
just sit there
5 phyto
and take
greens,
it,
5
okay,
gut health
I decided
nutrients,
I'd go to the other side of the
digestive
room
enzymes,
and pout,
probiotic fermented
which is what I
blend,
did,
prebiotic
right?
Jerusalem artichoke trifallow blend, marshmallow extract powder, 5 immune support boosters, 8 phyto fruits and vegetables, 50 C minerals. Okay. I know.
Well, I think there's more than that.
And there's more than that.
Yeah. That was very good, actually.
But it was creative, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think, you know what, we should isolate that song. I bet it would go viral.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure it would.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would.
Yeah. So what else have we got to say? I mean, you were
I just
doing
got
pretty
asked
good.
to sing with Pink Martini.
That's
You did?
correct.
Have fun.
I did. I know. I hope it'll work out, but he has his ideas and I have my ideas, and we're both strong
I
people.
have to tell you,
What?
I could get a hernia trying to suck through this.
Well, because take a sip. He didn't have any coconut milk, so it's kind of
you
thick.
suck through it.
Then you. Oh, okay. It's really tasty.
It is tasty.
And the people we gave it to last night said this morning, because they didn't have any ingredients in their house, they said, we just put it in water and banged it down, and it was kind of delicious. So if you don't want to go through making the whole smoothie thing, but
You know,
I
this
highly,
way-
and this is what I sent her home with, I highly recommend that you get this the Gut Renew 30-day challenge booklet, and it's got all the recipes in it.
Well, we gave it away the other day, right, Caroline?
That was a few shows ago, yeah, but it comes with the 30-day challenge kits, or you can buy it separately.
The other thing,
You know, I have to
33
do
recipes
that.
in it.
At the rate
It's too
I'm
thick.
sucking through
Yeah, it'll
this
take
straw,
forever.
this will lack through New Year's.
I know, but it's delicious. The powder itself, the Gut Renew powder,
It's a straw.
kind of yummy. Yeah, but it's not plastic.
It's not
Here's the
plastic.
thing, Alan, it looks like the most fabulous prop, and it's not going to melt. Like it's doing its job.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can use
Yeah.
it. We can use that for future
Save it
shows.
for the next show.
Yeah. Now you're talking.
Well, I'll wash
Okay,
that down with a
and
little
Nelson
tequila.
Mass or Masse,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I don't know which it is, said, hold it, where is it? Where did she say that? Oh, here it is. Use a spoon, Al.
Yeah, use a spoon.
Okay,
Al.
now, okay,
That's a good
okay,
idea.
Yeah.
okay. Having lived in the same house and grown up for I guess at least 12 years with 8 Chinese brothers, what I realized was
What, did you live in a boarding house, Al? Did you know that,
the
Caroline?
Chinese have been around a lot longer than we have, for
Yes, they have.
thousands of years, 7,000 years,
Yes.
and they only eat, are you ready? With a big spoon. We eat with a fork and a knife, and we hack away at the whatever.
How do you eat a
and
steak
then-
with a spoon?
And then well they don't. Their meat is cut up and it's in big bowls of steaming broth and.
Is
with
that
vegetables.
why about 15 years ago, Alan says to me one day, I'd like all my food cut up in bite-sized pieces
Oh,
and
yeah.
put in a little bowl.
Yeah. Okay. So.
And I thought, oh, it has begun.
Okay.
He wants to eat with a bowl and
Yeah.
a spoon to
Yes.
just eat bite-sized pieces.
And the other way, I was raised with these Chinese brothers. When you finish eating what's in the soup and you want to finish the broth,
What do? You pick the
you
bowl
hold
up?
it up to your lips and you drink it.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Instead of spooning it a little
Yeah,
spoon
that does
at
make
a time.
sense. Ours is a little civilized.
It also
isn't it?
right. Also, when you're cutting
Or are we
something up,
civilized?
you cut it up. You put the knife down. You change hands with the fork, and
Yeah.
you stick the fork in whatever you're going to eat.
Yeah.
You put in your
I
mouth.
can't tell you
then
how-
you put the fork back into the left hand, and you pick up the knife, and you start all over again.
I can't tell you how fun it is to go out to dinner with Alan and other people because we're all kind of using our knives and forks and he's lifting the bowl up. Also, the other thing Alan has done, now it's a big compliment to me. It's a big compliment. When he loves something that I make, he licks the plate.
Yeah,
he takes
so
the plate and licks the plate.
there's great stuff left there.
So here's my husband. He licks his plate. He likes to drink out of the bowl up to his face, and he pouts. That's who I'm married to, and I'm happy. I'm happy. I know. So back to the
Yeah.
rock. Remember at the beginning of the show I talked about we bought a rock?
That's right.
What, 3,000-pound rock?
That's what he said. It weighed about 1.5 tons.
Well, what was interesting to me about buying the rock was so many people are you who watched the show. I believe.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry if I didn't get your
That's
name.
right.
I asked you one of the really nice ladies her name, and I believe you said Becky, and I have a feeling it's wrong, but it was like a 2-syllable word. If it's you, say who you are there. But everybody was so nice, and everybody was going, well, I love your show, and I don't miss your show, and he's a bad boy. That's all I heard was, he's a bad boy. We should not even call you Alan anymore, we should call you He's.
I'm okay with
He's.
that. I'm okay with that.
Pouts.
I'm okay. I'm secure in that. Okay, you can call me whatever you like. I've been called a lot of things in my life.
You have.
Okay, and you know what? I'm fine with it. People, that's why we enjoy freedom in this country. The First Amendment, we can say what we
You
want.
can say whatever you want.
That's right.
What do you want to say, Al?
Well, what you can't say is you can't walk into a theater and say, fire! That's illegal. That's one of the few things.
Have you ever had that inclination
Me?
to walk in a theater and yell fire?
No, I haven't, but I've certainly
Because
thought.
that's never entered my mind.
No, it's never entered my mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
He's not crazy. He's not crazy.
Hey, just a moment. Teresa Maynor said, my brother used to lick his plate after every meal. Okay.
That means your mommy was a
Teresa.
good cook. That was your, yeah.
You know,
So
the thing is
that's what I said. When Alan licks his plate, I think, must be good.
if you eat something and it's like, it's pretty good, there's no plate
Like that sauce I made 2 nights ago.
Oh yeah. Is
Wasn't
that what we're
that
having?
something?
Are we having that on
Saturday night? We're having people
With
over. I made a roast chicken dinner, just simple roast chicken dinner. But you know what? People who don't cook and people who go out all the time never get a great roast chicken dinner. It's the simplest thing in the world to make. But wow, that one the other night, the meat was Mary's Organic. I have nothing to do with them financially, in business or anything. I just think that's the best chicken you can get. The chicken was so sweet and so juicy. I cooked it 1 hour and 28 minutes. Little chicken, not too big, not a hen, but a chicken. Those chickens look so vulnerable when they're in the pan. They're like, Anyway, so the women I ran into and men that we ran into at the rock store, who knew there's a rock store.
Yeah, right.
Were really nice and very enthusiastic about the show. So if you're watching today, I loved it, loved it, loved it. Then we went up to see our brand new house, because this is our interim house that we're leasing until our brand new house is finished. And wow, I mean, it's not a house yet, but wow, it's going to have in a couple of weeks walls, and the outside is going to be stuccoed, and then it's going to start really happening. So anyway, it was pretty exciting.
We'll just keep talking. I don't want to interrupt with any stories.
Because you don't know what to say. You don't know what to say. No.
Okay, well.
What do you say?
I can start with Nancy Kazmaritz, who said...
With the laughing face.
Love you, Al. Or is it love you
Me too.
all? No, it's love you, Al. Okay. Thank you, Nancy.
Yeah.
It's very hard
He's a
these
cutie.
days, The people who love me in life are being diminished almost on a weekly basis.
Why is that?
Well, I think, finally life catches up, with some of them.
Oh, you mean like they're at the end of their lives?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and they say...
Well, you're 85, so like...
What does that mean?
Well, the women who grew up your age are 85, and maybe they're not all as Al as you are.
And actually...
You look so great. Last night when we went out, honestly, I would look at you and think, wow. You look so great in those perfect black pants you were wearing. Wow. And the shoes that you were tap dancing in.
Wow.
He tap danced for about a half hour last night before our guest arrived. He did. I just said, I don't know what that is, but okay.
I'm liking it. I'm thinking seriously about taking tap dancing lessons. And it's sort of an art that doesn't exist very much anymore. I'm sure it exists. I'm sure, like ballet classes and tap dancing classes, and there are some great tap dancers. But it's not like it used to be, where you turn on a variety show and there'd be...
Because there's no more Ed Sullivan show.
And we had 12...
Where those brothers used
when
to
we were
come out.
doing the big show in Vegas...
Oh, wasn't that
Think
fun?
of all the tap dancers you had.
I know, and me in the middle.
Okay.
The great thing when you're tap dancing, but you're not really a tap dancer like me, I just learned how to tap that dance.
That's right.
When you're in the middle,
yeah, and
you screw up,
yeah,
the dancers on either side never screw up.
And
Whenever
then,
I would screw up, I would just go full out Chrissy Snow.
Yeah,
and it just like, what would Chrissy Snow do if she was in the middle of a dance line tap dancing? And actually I won, because everybody loved Chrissy Snow tap dancing.
The summer we were on the road when Buddy Rich, and his band,
greatest drummer of all time,
greatest drummer, opened for you, and we just had a wonderful summer. So he turned up one day when we were rehearsing at one of the theaters back east.
I remember.
And the tap dancing number came on. You tap danced with all the
Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy from Company B.
And when you finished, what did he say to you? Suzanne, you can't tap worth shit.
For shit. A drummer.
Our friend Mark Wilkinson did a whole documentary on the history of tap dance. It's called American Tap.
American?
Oh, wow.
Was that?
Yeah, it's great. He gathered all the footage from the earliest...
Oh, wow. It's so exciting.
Footage of the tap dancers to show the roots of it. It's really a great film. He did
Was that on PBS?
I'd like to see that.
He went through all the the film festivals, and it's a phenomenal project.
Well, tap
what's
dancing, much like rap started on the street. Tap dancing started on the street. You know, when you have nothing to do, you're out in front of your house and your neighbor and you start working out routines. And so many of those bands of brothers who had tap dancing routines started on the street in front of their house. It was really great.
We used to in
And
front.
also when you had no, when I think, as I recall, like when the African people came over and they didn't have any instruments, they were using their feet to create the rhythms that were
yeah, makes sense.
reminiscent of where they grew up. And I mean, he goes way back. It's very interesting.
Well, I'm going to look that up. I want to talk to you about this.
So when I,
Betaine HCl, which is hydrochloric acid with pepsin. Recently, I had gut problems 2 years ago, and then I got rid of everything by Gut Renew, by pepsin, by HCl, by probiotics, etc. But recently, my stomach was starting to get wrong again. I'm thinking, what's wrong with my stomach? Why am I bloated? Why am I kind of hurt and gassy and everything? Then I realized I was forgetting to give Alan and I our hydrochloric acid with each meal. I keep this now at the table where we eat our dinner every night. I take 3 to 4 with each meal. It's a lot. Maybe you just need 1. But let me go take it back in the body. Remember, the stomach's over here. Okay, you go down through the gastric sphincter and you make a left-hand turn. Now you're in the stomach. That's not what gets bloated. Your stomach is over here, under this left breast. And that's where, when the food comes in, you have hydrochloric acid naturally in your stomach, and it releases and it starts digesting the food, and then digestive enzymes are released after that. But when you age, you stop making sufficient hydrochloric acid. That's why all of a sudden, we didn't have this when you were in your 20s, remember, you did in our 30s. But why now in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and older?
30s, 40s?
Yeah, I guess 30s and 40s. Yeah, actually younger and younger people are having stomach issues. You're not making sufficient or any hydrochloric acid. So, in my book, A New Way to Age, I wish I had a copy here, but A New Way to Age, that's a hint to you, Alan, because there it is.
Pardon?
Over there, right over there.
Oh, this is, by the way, we went to give this to our guests last night.
Right, but...
And I happened to open it up and it said, to Victoria and Joe.
Now I know. Give it to me now. You're in the middle of my story.
I love you both. Who are they?
To Geneva. Give it to me.
Right.
Yeah, I do love them. They're
That's
great.
right, I love them
They're
too.
great. So what I talked about in this book, and I have more and more people out of my 27 books saying this is the best book I've ever written. And doesn't that make sense? Because with each book you just improve upon what it is you're doing from book to book. Anyway, there's one major message, then a lot of information how to deal with it. Aging is about worn out parts. When you start listening to the language of the body, the worn out parts, like, why are you bloated? Why are you gassy? It's because your body is no longer making the things it used to make that made it run right, like hydrochloric acid. So you replace the hydrochloric acid with each meal. Start with 1. For me, mine was so far gone. At one point, I had to take 6 per meal. I don't think you'll need that. But when you know you've reached your saturation point is if you take 1 and you feel nothing. Maybe the next time you take 2, just to see. If you start burning, that means, oh, okay, I've had plenty. Have plenty of acid. So,
hey, Alan, can you show the bottle that she's talking about? Because HCl is abbreviated. I mean, she sometimes says hydrochloric acid, and the product is called Betaine HCl plus Pepsin. So if you're looking for it at SuzanneSomers.com, I just want you to know how to find it.
And this is the best you can possibly get. I don't know of any other company making a hydrochloric acid with pepsin that matches ours. I think ours is the best. That's my personal opinion. Okay, so when you start your meal, put 1 out next to your dish. And for me, I put 3 at each of ours, because that's what we both need to feel right. I can't tell you, between the Gut Renew smoothies every day and the hydrochloric acid with pepsin, and then taking probiotic, and we have the greatest probiotic. This is dual encapsulation. Let me see if this is open. No, you have to open that out. Dual encapsulation means that there's the probiotic, but it's inside another capsule that has something that when it goes into your GI tract and gets into your stomach, it releases. So the acid eats up the liquid in the dual encapsulation. I know this is kind of complex sounding. Can you see that there's two things going on here? Hold that up there. Al put the cotton from inside under his nose as his Santa look. Can you see the dual encapsulation? So
Yes.
this clear part is what gets dissolved in your stomach from the hydrochloric acid that you make or once made or still make a little of, or adding your hydrochloric acid. The good stuff, the probiotic that's in there, makes its way over, takes a right turn into your intestines, because when you are bloated, it's not your stomach that's bloated, it's your intestines, your small intestines. Now, as we get older, the aging is about worn out parts. As we get older, our intestines start getting tired and worn out, and they lose their motility. And think of a garden hose that's outside, that's been wrapped up for a long time, and it's got kinks in it, it's knots in it and things. That's what's going on in your intestines. No wonder it's so hard for the food to get through. And then if you're not eating, a lot of fiber and good food, it goes, and then you get that big bloated thing, and you're holding your stomach, which is really your intestines, and now you're a mess. So what we're trying to do here is give you the gut renew, right? Which is going to seal up. No, it supports sealing up leaks. So you
Help
don't.
support a healthy gut.
Thank you. Right, and the immune support, which will help support your immune system. You want that. The hydrochloric acid, the probiotic, and then what's over here? Prebiotic. Oh, and then there's the prebiotic. You like this, don't you, Al? You want to open this one?
Sure. Is that the candy?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is, when I give this to Al, he just loves having free candy. Because he's a little boy. Remember, he pouts. And his feelings get hurt really easy.
Okay.
You're so darling. So show them this label.
Okay.
Prebiotic is food for probiotic, meaning if you take a prebiotic, it makes your probiotic work better. Why wouldn't you want that? And it tastes good, and Alan loves it. It's his candy. Okay? Now, that's not all. The next thing after that is digestive renew. At the end of your meal, I know it's a lot of work, but you know what? It's better than being sick. It's better than feeling like crap all the time. Being healthy takes work in today's world. Our world is so damaged from all the stuff that I talk about all the time. Now, digestive renew, at the end of the meal in your body, if your body was not experiencing worn out parts, at the end of the meal it releases digestive enzymes. Well, here you are, at the end of our meal, I give him, how many do I give you, Alan? 3, right? 3 digestive enzymes.
3 or 4.
And then I take 3 myself. I can't tell you, because I'd forgotten about all this for a while, because we have so many products I forget. And since I've been taking the hydrochloric acid with pepsin at the beginning of the meal, and the digestive enzymes at the end of the meal, I take probiotic and prebiotic every morning and every night. And then the HIS, having trouble eliminating, i.e. pooping, gentle colon renew. I was given by a lovely lady. She gave me a kettle, and I thought, how perfect, because sometimes at night you don't want to walk all the way to the kitchen, do you? It's a long way. And I heat up the kettle. I have 2 cups there. I put a spoon of the gentle colon renew, pour a little of the warm water in there, and we have a warm, fizzy kind of tea. It tastes sort of lemony.
It's good.
Really good.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of magnesium in it, which is everybody is magnesium deficient, one of the most important minerals that we can have.
Plus, it's great for sleeping.
Makes you sleepy,
Yeah.
and in the morning it makes you poo.
A religious experience.
So that's all we've got here. We've got the gentle colon renew, we've got digestive enzymes, we've got the prebiotic, food for the probiotic. We have digestive renew. No, I already said that. Wait, I want to get all this. Yeah. And the hydrochloric acid, and then the dual encapsulation probiotic, which is called Advanced Probiotic Intestinal Renew. And
what is it called in French? It's in French.
There's all those supplements you can buy separately at SuzanneSomers.com. Use that promo code SAMSA25, and then you'll get 25% off and free shipping. And the immune support is it's day 6 of 24 days of savings. And I mean, that's an incredible product. I feel like it doesn't get as much action. And it has vitamin C from cockadoo plum. It has incredible antioxidant support.
Cockadoo!
A cockadoo?
Zinc, but not just zinc. She uses the most bioavailable form, so it's in a form that your body can absorb the best. And these are the nutrients that everyone is recommending right now to keep our immune system strong, so we can do our best to avoid the things that are out there right now that we're trying to stay away from. So
we're on top of it
today. It's usually $70. It's marked down to $50, so it's 36% off. So we hope you can jump in on that too.
So there's a lot of good stuff here, and then if you really want to like clinch it all in, get the Gut Renew 30-day challenge booklet. I never remember what we call this.
Program guide.
Oh, program
It
book.
tells you how to do the program.
Yeah, and it's got all the different recipes. So if you're trying to think of interesting ways to, I mean, you know, they're just like beautiful photographs here. This is
It's really beautiful.
It really is. And so that's what I sent our
And
friends
it also
home.
explains if you're doing that 30-day challenge, it gives you some ideas for menu planning. Because on the 30-day challenge, you do 2 of Suzanne's Gut Renew protein shakes a day, and then you make 1 clean meal. So it's a good time to order it because a lot of us, you know, wish we had that kind of on December 26th. So get it now so that you have it at home and you can start. You can start it now, or you can start it right after the holidays, so you'll be ready for the new year.
What, you mean the Gut Renew? I would start right now, wouldn't you?
Yes, but a lot of people end up, like, if you're going to do a 30-day challenge, which is
okay.
no sugar, no alcohol,
Okay, all right.
A lot of us go, well, I'll do that in a week or 2.
Yeah. Well, for sure you'll start in January, but why not start now? Get your gut together. And how much more fun it will be to eat all the great food that is around over the next few weeks without a bloated stomach. Oh my gosh. It's shocking to me, the state of people's stomachs now, gut. And the connection between the gut and the brain is, this is who we are.
You know,
what goes on in your gut.
That's where, you know, that's where it's interesting. Because, you know, one of my things that I loved in school was etymology, the study of the derivation
Wasn't
of words.
that because you thought your teacher was really cute?
No, that was the English teacher.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I had, I finally had to slap myself to stop dreaming about her. Where was I?
He's such a guy, isn't he? You're so cute.
Where was
You were slapping yourself.
Okay, well.
God, you're blowing the chauffeur.
Okay, no, I know where I was. Okay, I know where I was. Okay, here, Jenny Ringer. Jenny Ringer would like to see pictures of my boarding house that I grew up in.
Were there ever any taken? I bet there weren't.
Of course, well, there's one picture.
I've never seen one picture of the boarding house.
Well, there's not a picture of the boarding house, but there's a picture of
At
me
the table?
sitting on my dad's knee on the steps of the boarding house.
Oh.
And I'm in a little sailor suit smoking a bubble pipe.
Oh, how cute. Can you imagine? That's why he's this guy. That's why he's this mischievous little guy. he was a little sonny with all these 17 adults.
Yep.
And he became all their son.
Yep.
And everybody just loved Alan. Little Albert, they called him.
And I learned how to swear in Chinese.
Don't do it, don't do it.
No,
don't do
I
it.
won't do it.
We have a lot of Chinese friends out there, don't do it.
I know. No, well, they know it as well. I'm not.
And anyway, whenever you swear in front of our Chinese friends, they always look at you like, what? It's like when we speak French to our French friends, they go, what? The French are awful. I know we have French in our family. If you try to speak French and it's not perfect, they go, pardon, pardon. They just refuse to understand it at all. So.
Hey, Suzanne, this is a good question.
Yeah.
Davida Peer on Instagram said, this is a lot of information and I don't know where to start.
I'm sorry, Davida. I would start with the gut renew and the immune support. That's where I would start.
One bag of gut renew.
I would. Just start out having the smoothie every morning, and in that smoothie, put a little spoon of the immune support. Just start with that. Do that for 30 days. In 30 days, you're going to go, whoa, this feels really good, because that's what you keep saying to me. I think gut issues are a nationwide epidemic. I think our guts are under attack, and it's not a good thing. It's not going to go anywhere good. If you don't get your gut under control, then your brain gets involved, and you don't want that. So take your bloating seriously. Take your constipation seriously, honestly. And this is a simple way and a delicious way to go for healing. What you want to do is heal your gut. Remember when you were young, you didn't have these problems, but now young people are starting to have these problems. It's the chemicalization of us. We're under the greatest environmental assault in the history of humanity. I say it over and over and over again until we all can repeat it. One time when I'm doing a live lecture and you guys are there, if I started, say it along with me, okay? We're under the greatest assault in the history of humanity. I would love that so much. I so enjoy.
Suzanne really loaded this gut renew. If you guys haven't tried it yet, it's 4 kinds of organic plant-based protein. Mm-hmm. These are the most digestible forms of protein, and that's why they were selected for this product.
Right.
You've got all the gut health nutrients in there, so digestive enzymes, probiotics, prebiotics, trifala blend, and marshmallow extract, which helps support the gut lining that Suzanne was talking about. So that's just going to get you started with the gut health and the good protein in the gut renew. And then it has all kinds of phyto fruits and vegetables and greens and sea minerals. So if you start with one smoothie in the morning, I have people, I've turned on to this product and they call me and they'll say, oh my gosh, that gut renew. And what they're really saying is, wow, I am eliminating like in such a better way.
A lot
of people don't want to say that out loud, but what they're really saying is, wow, this is amazing for my digestion and for elimination.
Yeah.
So,
and I talk a lot about Dr. Bernard Jensen, who is one of the first doctors ever to approach this. And this was in the 60s. That's when I read Dr. Bernard Jensen's books. And I remember his opening line, life is a flow, it flows through you and out of you. And if it doesn't, you're in trouble. So what we're all really saying is the flow has gotten clogged. That when you've lost intestinal motility, like the garden hose that's twisted and knotted, how's the food going to get through the twisting and knotting? And so we're just trying to make life better, easier, healthier through these products, and I believe in them 100%.
Okay, so
yes.
Pixie 99444 says, you are the queen of healing. I've been following you for years and years. And then she turns up again. I've seen you live. So fun and informative.
Thank
That's
you,
very
Pixie.
nice.
How nice.
Thank you.
I love speaking live to all of you. I love speaking live to all of you here. As you know, I never ever use notes. I figure it's all up here, and sometimes it comes out very eloquently and sometimes it doesn't, but you get the message. And I just want you to know I have your back. I am passionate about what I'm doing, and I have had a lot of success in my career. I love being a nightclub entertainer. I love being a Vegas headliner. I love being a sitcom star. I love doing movies. I loved all that stuff, but I have never been as passionate as I am with all the information I've put out in my books. And that it's interesting that we do these Facebook Live shows 3 times a week, and I can't wait each day that we do these shows to talk to you, because I don't need to practice, I don't need to rehearse, I don't need notes, I don't need anything. I just talk about what I know is going on with you, and I love your comments, because your comments feed me, and if I don't have the answer, I find out what the answer is. So
Okay.
Thank you. What?
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Okay.
Because L.J. Burry, or Bury, says, please tell everyone it's good for diarrhea too. It changed my life.
Oh, wow.
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 Good for
That
you.
is-
We do have a lot of people, not just constipated people, but people who,
Yeah.
we can't make claims about IBS because that's a medical condition, but there are people who have issues in that direction who have said, because again, Suzanne's helping you stabilize the microflora in your gut, which is what it's all about. So it helps in either direction.
And I want to add one more thing. We have 2 microbiomes. Our gut microbiome, you need enough good guys and enough bad guys. You got to have the bad guys, because that's the ratio that balances out. When you've had an antibiotic, that throws the balance off. That makes more bad guys. Yeah, it heals the infection, but now you're left with a gut where you're bloated and got pain and everything because the balance is off. What you want to get is the balance. That's what the probiotics do. And then there's another microbiome, and there's another supplement that I don't have out here, and that is called Nasal Renew. My husband has an upset microbiome in his whole sinus here. His eyes get red and watery. He wakes up like that with that, and I have to say, did you take it?
Well, I know. Do I really look like that when I wake up?
Yeah, in the morning I hear, this is what I hear. I love you so much.
But all you hear is.
Well, because I'm concerned about you, because when we get your microbiome in your nasal passages balanced out, all of a sudden you're not all snotty and red-eyed and watery-eyed. And here, living in this temporary house here, behind me here are golf courses, and they start at 5:30 in the morning mowing, doing whatever they do, but all this grass stuff is coming up, and even I am getting kind of sinusy here, and the Nasal Renew is helping me so much. And it's not a drug. That's what I love about it. It's not a drug. It's not an over-the-counter thing. So just keep in mind, if you've got anything going on here, think Nasal Renew. Got anything going on in your gut, think hydrochloric acid, digestive enzymes, prebiotic, probiotic, all these things. These are great things, really. You could go from doctor to doctor to doctor, and you're not going to find a doctor that gets it like this unless it's one of the doctors I put on my website or in the back of my book. So,
Okay.
It's interesting, Suzanne. I have been really consistently taking the Gut Renew and the prebiotic and the probiotic, and that has been enough for me. And just recently, I would say in the last year, I'm now noticing the symptoms that are telling me I need to add the Betaine HCI Pepsin and the digestive enzymes. And some people, you don't know, like say, how do you know when you need to start taking that? And I found that it's right after you eat. If you're noticing that maybe you get
just don't feel right.
In your chest, or like your food's coming
And
back
there's some
on you.
pain in your intestines. There's like
up top, like it's like when you first eat, it's kind of up top.
Yeah,
and that's how, like, that means the food isn't breaking down in that initial part of your stomach. And I'm finding now that as I add those 2 products, like Suzanne said, the Betaine HCI before you eat, and then the digestive enzymes at the end of your meal, it helps at the beginning. And then the prebiotic and the probiotic, like she said, those are down in your intestine to help you get that microflora turned around in the good balance that you want. So anyway, just a little note about when to add those other 2 products.
And like I was just saying, Caroline was just reaffirming that aging, not that she's aging, but the years get a little bit. Aging is about worn out parts, and this is the first body language. Well, no, she's had other body language, which are hormone body languages, but this is the first body language going, and your gut needs some help. So think about this book.
I want you to take the digestive enzymes and the Betaine HCI, and I thought, no, everything's, that's moving fine
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
But now it's not, and I'm about to turn 58, so,
Wow.
it makes sense.
58.
Wow.
Almost.
Wow, 58.
You're
Wow.
I think, aren't I 58? Did Bruce just turn 57? Or did he turn 56?
I don't know. I'm just his mother. I think he's 57.
60. Yeah, because we're the same age for 11 months.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, and then I...
58.
We're the same grade, but I'm the same.
Are you the older
You've never
woman?
been more beautiful, Caroline.
Yes, I am older. We were the same grade, but he went into school as a young one, and
Yeah.
I went into school as
Yeah.
old, and that grade as an older one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one older woman in my life.
Oh, here we go.
No, I'm not going anywhere. No, I'm just saying I had one older woman in my life. And that's the end of the
Tell
story.
us all, Al.
Pardon?
Tell us all about your older women, and then we can say goodnight.
Well, we were sort of, I use the word dating advisedly, okay?
How old were you?
I was 11.
No, you weren't.
I can't remember. No,
Were
I
you
was
a man? A
I
young
was
man?
actually
young
probably
man?
probably 20,
Uh-huh.
and she was older than me, much older than me.
Much
And-
older.
Much
Oh.
older, yeah, much
Like
older.
what are we talking?
Well, she was probably 20 years older than me,
Which would make her
40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she was a very young 40,
But
and
40's,
I was
40's a cool age.
and I was an old 20.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and it was sort of a buddy relationship,
I bet.
you know.
How great.
We just like
And she just wanted, she's a cougar.
no, she wasn't a cougar. We just laughed a lot.
No, an older woman who sleeps with a younger man is a cougar. That's what they're called.
Do you know how many older women are sleeping with younger men?
They're cougars.
and enjoying.
And it's not
But
a
that's-
derogatory
But
term.
that's almost like a
It's
sexist
not.
relationship.
No, it's like
No, what you're doing is you're criticizing someone
I'm not
for a
criticizing.
relationship
I'm
that is
saying-
working for them. Okay?
it's hey there, fella.
Well, that's okay. Why is it okay?
It's a little predatory.
Why
on
is
the
it
woman's
okay
part.
for some old geezer guy who's 90
And is it?
to have a 37-year-old
And is
woman?
it? And is it?
Pardon?
And is it okay?
Yeah, if it's working for them, why not? I'm okay. No one's getting hurt.
Okay, come over here and say goodnight to everybody. Come show
Hey,
this.
guess what? I'm not going to be 58. I'm going to be 57.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still really.
It's kind of easy now.
That's still really young. Really young. Okay. Here comes Al. He wants to say goodnight to everybody.
Okay.
Because
Good night,
Al is-
everybody.
Al is Al.
Yeah, I've been.
And the woman at the
humiliated.
rock star said, "You're a bad boy."
Pardon?
Remember, she said,
Oh,
"You're
yeah,
a bad
yeah.
boy."
And she gave me one of these.
Yeah, but in
That's
a
right.
loving way.
But I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and she
I
liked
enjoyed
it too.
Yeah.
I love being with you all. I love being with you, Caroline. I love being with you. I'm going to be with you tonight. And tonight, I'm going out to the kitchen. Caroline, as a gift, gave me a whole vat of great pasta sauce. What do you call your sauce, Caroline?
Bolognese.
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 Made by an Italian. And that's what we're going to have tonight on Popper Deli.
Great.
It's gluten. You shouldn't have it, but that's all you've asked for all day.
Okay,
I go,
well-
it's gluten.
Well, the reason I've asked for it is because you know what we had for breakfast in bed this morning? The Popper Deli that I ordered last Tuesday at a restaurant here in the desert. Okay, and it was so
And I
good.
refried it. It
I
was just a
couldn't
little
bring it.
bit for each of us.
And we brought
And he
it
said,
home.
make more. And I went, I happen to have that in the freezer. So I've had your vat in a whole pot of hot water all day just to try to defrost it. And we'll see what we're going to do. Anyway, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
How lovely. It's only about who you love and who loves you. Good night. I love you.